Jai Mata Di. When we are babies, when we are still in mother's arms, we totally rely and depend on mother. Mother will feed, mother will take care of all my needs. My mother knows everything, what I need, when I need. I totally depend on mother. I am confident in her. I may cry, and perhaps my mother knows only when I cry, isn't it? So crying is okay. And that doesn't mean my mother doesn't love me when I'm crying. But I depend on my mother. And my mother is there. My mother is my security symbol. I'm secure. I feel secure, knowing that my mother is there at my beck and call. Whether I see my mother or not, but I know my mother is there. That if I call on her, she will come. She always have, she always will. Sometimes she may take a little longer, but she never fails me. She has never failed me. I may be scared sometimes. I may feel that I'm not taken care of quick enough. Sometimes I feel that I'm not able to communicate to my mother what I really want. My mother may guess that I'm hungry, but my mother may guess that I need my diaper changed. My mother may guess, oh, I'm sleepy, but it is something else. And then eventually my mother gets it. What a relief. But she gets it because I feel secure and I depend on my mother. My relationship with my Divine Mother is relatively the same. It is the same, relatively. Yes, I've grown up a bit. It is better to be with the devil you know than the devil that you don't know. How valid is that quotation? Should we live by it? And why? Why do I need to live with the devil that I know? Devil here is not literal. It means abusive situation or relationship, whether it is within the family, in workplace, in community, or in some cases, societal, at least in some countries. Why is it that people continue to stay in abusive relationships, or they allow the abuse even when they are aware that it is abuse that they don't want? Well, who wants abuse anyway? But they allow it. Is it because they know how to deal with it, or is it because they don't know what would they do if they don't have this, even if this is an abusive relationship? Is it because I no longer feel I have the security of my Divine Mother? Is it because I no longer trust that my Divine Mother is at my beck and call? Is it because I no longer depend on my Divine Mother? Is it because I no longer feel connected with my Divine Mother? Is it because I have moved so far away from my Divine Mother? Or is it that I feel that Divine Mother has moved away from me? What is it? But I don't feel the security and warmth and comfort of the presence of my Divine Mother, and knowing that she is taking care of all matters. Mother is always, Divine Mother is always several steps ahead. She anticipates my needs. She's prepared. She's dedicated herself to me. I am her highest priority. Sometimes I don't even need to call her. She just gives me what I need anyway. She will check upon me even if I don't call upon her. But why is it that I no longer feel that security, that I'm willing to put up with abuse or abusive relationship, where I no longer feel myself as myself? Why is it that I allow that toxicity? Why is it that I tolerate that toxicity? Why is it that it is okay for me to live in that toxic environment? Not realizing that when that toxicity is okay for me, I think it is okay for me to give that toxicity to someone else, including my kids, including my loved ones, because I have accepted that toxicity in my life. Why can't you accept that toxicity in your life? If it was okay for me, why is it not okay for you? And that transference of toxicity continues in society. It's a pyramid scheme, except no one really benefits from it, except that toxic culture becomes a norm or acceptable. That I manage myself, I'm okay with that abusive relationship. Yes, there is this fear. Where will I go? What will I do? What about other people? Do we think about that if we come to know that this particular food item has poison in it? Would we say, well, if I don't eat this food, I'm not sure when is the next time or where and how will I get food? Not only we don't consume that, even at a community or country level, if they find out the source of that toxicity, let's say is Salmonella or some bacteria which is harmful, suppose if a community or a country finds out that there is poison in certain source of food, they will order that the entire food chain be destroyed. We have seen millions of pounds of beef being destroyed, or green leafy salads being destroyed, and various other crops being destroyed because there was a contamination of some bacteria or virus. And they know that more than 99.9% of that product would be safe to consume, but they don't want to risk, even if it is for 1%. That is the right thing to do. Yes, there will be some shortage. Yes, there will be some difficulty. Yes, there will be some inconvenience. Know that. Yes, there will be some short-term pain. It is better to not consume, accept, allow that toxicity or control or abuse, and find your own priorities, your own values, so that you can follow your heart, do what you love, and do what truly makes you happy. Guilt-free. Guilt-free. Knowing fully well that Divine Mother is at my beck and call, that I depend on my Divine Mother. Not only I can, but I do depend on my Divine Mother, that I'm confident not only that Divine Mother is there, I'm confident not only that my Divine Mother is listening to me, not only that I'm confident that Divine Mother will come to me when I call her, but know and be confident that I can feel secure and know that I can feel secure in my Divine Mother. I can depend on her, that she will be there for me because she always has, for as long as I have dependent on her, for as long as I have trusted in her. So this Navratri, let's re-establish that connection with Divine Mother. Let's re-establish that trust in Divine Mother. Let's re-establish that confidence in Divine Mother that she will be there no matter what, so that I no longer have to put up with control, toxicity, abuse, negativity, and anything that pulls me away from my life's goal, from the call of my heart, and in my true happiness. Jai Mata Di. And I know that when I'm feeling weak, I can call on my mother and hold on to her feet. Jai Mata Di. The moment I say Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di, I get that. I get that confidence. I get that trust. I re-establish that communication with my Divine Mother. Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di. When I call upon her, when I say Jai Mata Di, I'm calling upon her, and I know that she has heard it and she's on her way. Jai Mata Di.